Hi YouTube, welcome to Shimmergirltalks. Now I am about to review a movie that I have not seen and I have no desire to see it. And the name of that movie is The Woman King. It comes out tomorrow, September 16th, 2022. From what I've seen online, so many women, black women, are so excited to see this movie. And that's fine. If that's, what gets you hot, hey, go right ahead. But I'm going to tie a few things together. I just want to make it clear that I don't do slave narrative movies either. I don't do the black downtrodden black woman movies either. For example, when For Colored Girls came out a few years back, I think Tyler Perry directed that. I didn't see it, and I've never seen it, and I have no desire to see it. And back in the day, I looked at The Color Purple. I've read the book. Women of Brewster Place. Excuse me. Back in the day, I enjoyed watching Women of Brewster Place, But, now that I'm older and when I see how certain things are going in my community, Women of Brewster Place was basically one of those downtrodden black women trope type movies. It was a community of black women and children and I'm sorry, I just can't stand that. Why can't we have the nuclear family? And we can, obviously, but at the same time, when I'm online, when I look at certain YouTube videos, it's us, black women, who fight the whole nuclear family ideology. We do for the most part. But anyway, um, I don't know how much I can really review this movie because I haven't seen it, but just based on previews that I've seen of it, and it's based on a true story. But I think I'm taking an exception to it because of, in my opinion, the subliminal messages um, connected to it. Think about this. When you are watching either a movie or a TV show and there is a black woman that is considered feminine and sweet and, you know, well, feminine, sweet, whatever, she's typically racially ambiguous. Or as some women would call them, exoticals, or now I'm hearing preference on, some of those divester channels. Those women typically have a certain aesthetic, light skin, their hair might be real. My hair is real, by the way, but that's not about, this topic. But anytime they need a stereotypical black woman that's in kind of in a negative light, notice she's either dark skinned with short hair, very masculine, asexual, highly sexual, manless. It's always some negative connotation to it. And in regarding this particular movie, we have these strong women. And I know this is something that our community, we embrace it so hard that it's pretty much backfired on us, because the same women that embraces this whole strong black woman trope, independent trope, we don't need no man trope, those are the same women that get on YouTube and stuff bemoaning the fact that why aren't black men protecting us? Why are we being left to raise children by ourselves? And think about it. You have some young boys, because mothers are going to be dragging their sons to this movie. And I don't think people really understand the stuff that gets into your soul when you're a child, you know. Um, so these young black boys are going to see these hard looking, excuse me, these hard looking black women um, doing battle and being warriors like men. And those same young boys are going to see women of other races who are the complete opposite. They're going to be running in the field with flowing hair, with a man of their race protecting them and coming to their honor and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. You see other women of other races kicking butt and being tough and strong and stuff like that too, but that's not their only narrative. That seems to be a narrative that's pushed solely onto us. So going back to what I was saying in previous videos about Black women and protection, we, like I said, rewatch that stuff and run with it. And I know that there are some people that's thinking, girl, it is no big deal. It's not that serious and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Other races of people seem to understand psychology. We don't seem to understand psychology in our community. And going back to what I was saying about, pushing this whole strong Black woman trope onto us, you notice, if you really stop to think about it, let's use white men as an example. When they were fighting for their cause, their country, their whatever, Braveheart, 300, Gladiator, maybe, I don't know. It's all, you see the strong Black men, or white men, sorry. You see the strong white men being able to, fight for their communities and stuff. But then when it's us as Black women, we're the ones that's fighting the fight and being warriors. That's the problem I have with this. It's not that I don't think Black women should be strong and all of that, but not strong like a man. That's how we're often portrayed. So there are two movies that I would like to bring up that I recently watched. The last time I went to the movies was to see Jurassic Park, World Dominion or something like that. And you had a kick butt Black woman in that movie. She was playing like, kind of a tough gal or whatever. And, and again, subliminal messages. She ended up being part of the alphabet community. And that's another, excuse me, topic in and of itself. So I'm not going to go into that topic. But it was yet another strong Black woman alone, basically. Again, you see the men of other cultures pretty much protecting their own, but when it's us, we're always this lone wolf, and so then I just recently watched this movie with Queen Latifah, and I like Queen Latifah, but she, to me, is not convincing as a woman that is particularly into men and being, like I don't know, it's something is just off, So I watched this movie. It was called End of the Road. One of my friends was like, "Oh, it's so good, blah, blah, blah." I saw it. It was okay, But one of the things that struck me, okay, just a real short synopsis, possible spoilers. Queen Latifah's character, I think her name was Brenda in the movie, she plays this woman who is recently widowed, and she decides to take her children and her brother across country to start a new life. Well, along the way, they run into trouble on the road, some like racist hillbillies and stuff like that. And one thing that struck me as I was watching the movie was Queen Latifah was always the one getting out of the car to confront these men. But her brother, he just sat in the car while she's confronting these men. And that just sat with me. I didn't like that at all. As a matter of fact, while I'm watching it, I was thinking to myself, I can't see my brother allowing me to get out the car to confront some men, or my husband. I just don't see either one of them allowing me to get out the car, to confront danger, basically. And this is the thing that be going into our system. And that's because I be trying to wonder why, as we as a race of women, so bent on embracing this strong, stoic, not needing a man, not needing protection. And in a sense, that's okay if you're not talking out the other side of your mouth, talking about why aren't we being protected? Where are our men? Why aren't the men marrying their baby mamas and stuff like that? You can't have it both ways. You can't say that you're all tough and independent, but then crying, well, why can't I be a damsel in distress? So going back to the movie, I just see it as another strong black woman without male protection type movie. And I'm not interested in seeing it. I don't plan on seeing it. Now, if it happens, once it comes on TV, and if I'm at home bored, I might check it out just to prove my point. But but tell me what you think. Do you plan to see it? Am I overreacting? And even if you think that I'm overreacting, we're allowed to have our, opinions and our perceptions of things. Um, Again, I just don't like the strong black woman trope, manless trope. I just don't like that particular narrative about us, particularly when we are allowing other people to write that narrative about us. Now, if the woman that wrote the screenplay to this movie, she looks racially ambiguous, and then she co-wrote it with a white woman, I think. So it's not really surprising, you know. I don't know. I don't want to see the movie. You know, I'm a Viola Davis fan, but this one I'm gonna have to pass on. So check out my other videos, subscribe, like, and thank you to my subscribers. I see I'm growing slowly. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.